that we've heard of in another generation. Today our love is too cynical, it's too planned out, it's far too practical, it's far too... there are prenuptial arrangements today, for crying out loud. So it's really a man who's not in our world. Yeah, you may not have had one.
Nobody told me about this.
Yeah, you should have had one. You should have held your wife against Bond Street.
It's too late now.
But he had to do something completely illogical and completely beyond the boundaries of what you and I consider accepted, because he just takes what is said to him very seriously, and nobody else would. Everybody else would bring logic into that. He doesn't. Rizwan Khan just sees life in black and white, because that's the way he is. He has a certain kind of ideologies that he's imbibed and emulated because of his mother, and so when he's told, go and meet the President of America, he will go. You and I we won't be able to meet a minister, we won't be able to find that kind of immediate access. But he's somebody who really, when told, literally embarks on a journey, because he does it for his love. He's just been told by the woman he loves the most, go and do this. And she said that in a fit of rage and anger for whatever reason. But he takes that to heart and goes. Oh, I'm telling the whole story? Oh, sorry. I should be not allowed to speak at a press conference 1 week prior to the release. No. So it's basically a horror, and it's a whodunit, and definitely the maid is the killer.
The butler. Yeah, the butler.
The butler did it, and Kajol plays the butler. So that's
Kajol,
story.
And it's set on Pandora.
No, I think when I first read the script, I was like, I had a certain idea of how he would play this character, and I've seen autistic people around. You've seen what they're like, and you get a vague idea of what he would eventually be like on the first day, and I have to say he just blew me away. I saw the first shot and I was like, oh my God, I have to, rethink everything that I have thought so far about the script, about my character, about his character, about everything. He just added so much to it. For the first time, I think in every film, Shah Rukh has played Shah Rukh. I think for the first time I saw Rizwan Khan. I did not see Shah Rukh in that. So it was amazing to watch, and it was amazing to work with.
It's fabulous for all of us as well, because when I first saw the initial teaser, just to see kind of what you'd done facially and with your eyes and all that, it was a completely different move from Shah Rukh than we're used to seeing. But I just wanted to ask you as well that in terms of shooting in various parts of America and Bombay, I know that you've built a whole kind of township in Film City as well for the big hurricane scene and all that. This is a big move for you from lip sync songs to kind of much more dramatic, lesser kind of exaggerated costumes. How difficult was it for you to approach this without the kind of escapism of the glamour and the costumes and the drama?
I actually hadn't won an award for 12 years. So I just thought that I must do all this to win an award.
To do something different.
I've been told if you deal with a disorder, you definitely win an award. So that's that, because that's what apparently is told of the Academy. So I feel very shattered that it's been 12 years I haven't won an award. I take these things very seriously. I like to walk on red carpets with something in my hand.
He likes his wardrobe as well.
That sounds terrible, but I mean it with the award in hand.
Yes.
So actually, I really decided, I'm joking, but I decided that I was a bit bored of what I was doing. I was completely fed up of directing song sequences which have 100 dancers looking really good in big sets, shooting in locations that are beautiful, giving beautiful clothes and like real emotions but in an unreal ambience. And I just felt the need to challenge myself. I really did. I remember there was a moment in Kabhi Alvida Na Kehna when I was directing the song called Rock and Roll Sonia, with the whole cast all looking lovely song, big set, and I was really bored on that set. All 5 days I felt bored. I did feel challenged, and I felt that if I don't challenge myself, I will somewhere give way and just penetrate into something that is a zone I don't want to be in. I need to go out of myself. I need to externalize this time. I need to deal with something that I believe very strongly in, but I haven't addressed on celluloid, and I need to go via a character who is not a character of my world at all. So that is really the reason why I chose to make My Name is Khan. And I don't know what the outcome will be, I don't know how it's going to be, but I just know that today I feel I'm a better filmmaker, I feel I'm a better person, and I feel I'm just a more stronger human being today. And
many times over, but this is kind of set in America. I mean, how did you feel shooting a film with a backdrop of although it's a love story of terrorism, being in America and meeting people possibly that had been through the post-traumatic kind of stress of something like 9/11, and being in America and shooting a film of this subject?
I've shot a couple of times with Karan, films which are set in America, but to be really honest, this film needed to be made in America, because it is a point of view that Karan wants to address through this film. We all want to address through this film in the nicest, most entertaining, clean sort of way that and without taking any sides. I mean, the only feeling I had in LA was that it was very, very cold there. To be really honest, it was really cold there. He would take me to locations, and I'm like, Karan, why are we going here? And he would say, no, it's very important for the look of the film, because he's traveling across America. So a lot of the terrain that has been shot has been, I won't say cheated, but we have moved around, in and around LA. Very little shooting in LA, but outside LA, which kind of makes you feel that he's traveling. And then in San Francisco and a part in Mumbai, which we made that beautiful set. I don't know, I never thought of it like how you're asking me. I'll be very honest, when you're making a film, you kind of make it very, insular is the word, very personal. We've never been participating, I think none of us and the whole team here, we don't have an agenda because of which we make a film. We don't have an issue in our heart because of which we make a film. But we do have very, very strong feelings for that subject as an entertaining film. And when we say entertaining, it does not mean just singing and dancing, which is also there in the film, but in the realistic way that it should be. Glamour, which is there in this film, but in a different way, not exactly like maybe set-piece dances. But the main idea is, will we be able to entertainingly tell you a point of view that all of us felt like saying? It should be, that's the basic idea. So, you do your research. I did a lot of research on the character I'm playing as far as the Asperger's is concerned, the religion, so that I don't get it wrong. Without realizing, say something which is wrong. But overall, I didn't connect it like you're saying. That I was in America, and a lot of people. I think the film is about that wherever an incident of such proportion happens, which is not good for mankind, it is going to affect a person in Japan also. It's going to affect a couple in Timbuktu also. It's going to affect someone in Indonesia also, and in India also. So that is the whole idea of the film. It's a butterfly effect kind of a scenario. So it's not about directly related to this incident, but the film is about the effect on two people or a family of people, actually 4 or 5 people, how their lives get affected without in any which way having a strong issue in their head about either of the things, the Western view or the Islamic view. So that's how we have also made the film. That and we never went with an agenda of trying to think like this. So I'm in America, in a country which has been affected. I think what happened in America has affected all our lives. There's a beautiful line in the film which I'd like to say without giving away the story. That mankind or humanity has measured time in 2 ways or 2 terms, BC and AD. But a third one has been added now, pre and post 9/11. And I think it's a sad comment, but it exists. It is there. And we need to address, we can only address an issue if we believe it exists. So that's how we've made the film, but not keeping in mind which area we were in. I felt I was shooting in America, even in Mumbai when we put up the set in Film City.
On a lighter note, obviously, I mean, some months ago you were stopped at an American airport and people said that it was a publicity stunt, and Karan went on record and said, why would I start kind of publicising a film 9 months or so before a film's even releasing? It'd be a waste of time. Will we be seeing you guys doing anything like Amir for Three Idiots, kind of disguising yourself and
Kajol and me tried coming out of New York. We told everyone at the immigration, arrest us, we want some publicity stunt.
Yeah, we have great power over homeland.
It didn't
Of
work.
course, yeah.
In fact, Obama's on my speed dial.
Heathrow's full of Asians as well, so Heathrow I'd understand, but America maybe not, I'm not sure. I know you guys just came back from New York. You had the honour and the privilege to ring the bell at NASDAQ. How was that, Kajol?
It was amazing, actually. It was we were a little scared when we went there. I mean, it looked highly professional, and we're really bad at numbers, both of us. So it looked a little like we didn't understand what was happening, but eventually it came down to putting, just touching a screen, and it was amazing. It was an honor, and we felt it.
Fantastic. Okay, well, we're going to talk some more, but I know I have to open up the floor very, very, very quickly.
Hi, Farooq. You've tweeted about this, so I know you're expecting this question. But Shiv Sena's attacked your film. Theatre owners are saying that they